So when we were putting this together, the guys had all these ideas for visual effects shots they wanted to do, but the thing that we couldn't work out was a narrative to put them together. Then we realized we're not a film company, so what we should do is just make a trailer for a film that hasn't been made. So we had a look at some of the video games about Star Wars, about the other trailers about Star Wars, bits of the films that we really liked, and we kind of put a whole thing together, mixing those up.
This has been my first experience working and directing with FXhome, so this has been actually kind of like insane. In the space of about 3-4 weeks maybe?
Yeah, about.
We have planned and executed a Star Wars short trailer. Sitting there on my first day and being told, you're going to do a Star Wars thing. Well, you were in the room, I was smiling like a Cheshire cat.
Yeah.
So like the entire experience has been an absolute dream.
But it's been great. We have the Blackmagic Pocket 6K for the first time. So I did have to learn how to use that right before the shoot.
Very quickly.
Yeah, it is very easy to use. A lot of the menus are like self-explanatory and very simple.
The colors, the tones, the locations as well, they've all like worked well together and they've formed this very natural Star Wars look.
Yeah.
And action! More flicker.
It's my special technique. Just flickering the lights. It's the hologram simulation.
For our hologram and rubble base, we are using a couple of gels. We're using some blue for the hologram because Star Wars holograms are always that weird blue tinge, and some green just to give some ambience and break that light a little bit more.
We're using our own cameras and lenses. You can hire these, and in fact, it's probably a good thing to hire a camera before you buy it to see how you get along with it. But yeah, we bought them because we use them every single week on the YouTube channel and stuff like that. But when it comes to a lot of the other equipment, we actually haven't purchased that equipment, we've hired it as well. So we've got these massive lights. I think everything that we've got here has been hired for only a few £100, which is I guess only a few $100s these days. So find your local hire place, get a great relationship going with those, and yeah, the equipment isn't as expensive as you think. Today's scene at the beach is actually kind of like a fairly big battle scene. So what the guys have been trying to do here is create a really dynamic shot. So we have some stuff happening behind them. They all run in and start dying, but what you'll probably see is Calvin kind of dives into the shot and does a really unrealistic movement. Again, this is all about it just looking right on camera. So yeah, we want them to feel like they're really like nipping past the camera before. Oh, let's see what they do.
Cut! Yeah. We're using the Ronin S, which is a very simple DSLR stabilizer. This is the most practical thing because it's kind of, instead of having a huge rig, we can literally just jump out of a location and start filming. Our camera tracker requires like a load of data, so what we're going to be trying to look for is key landscape references. So a key log would then be replaced with an explosion, for example. Cut to explosion.
We're going to have a forced throw of Ollie into a tree somewhere back there by the Sith. Like, Ollie's going to be exchanged with a digital double. We're not actually going to fling him into a tree. But what's really important is that we get the movement we want and then we get a clean plate. So we've done this with a locked off camera. It makes a lot of visual effects easier. But then we're actually going to do all the camera move, because we're shooting 6K, do all the camera move in the software. And at that same point, if we have our clean plate, we can paint Ollie out very, very easily and have his digital double just go flying into the tree.
We just finished the shoot today. We got all the footage. Before that, we just had like the beach shot and the X-Wing, so we didn't really have a lot to go off of. But now we've all wrapped and we are gonna get the footage and start working on it for real.
I cannot wait. I may look tired, but it's just from like getting stuck in, having some fun, and then like, yeah, this has been an absolute blast.
So it comes to that time when the director has to say,
It's a wrap! Woohoo!